If I was to walk up to a random person on the street and I was to ask them a question and have the question be, what do you know about cognitive dissonance theory and has it ever impacted your daily life? The first thing that they would say is, who are you? Get away from me. And then they would be like, what is cognitive dissonance theory? And they would most likely think that it has no impact on them or their daily life. The thing is, they have already experienced a ton of cognitive dissonance just from me coming up to them and asking that question. You see, cognitive dissonance suggests that we have an inner drive to hold all of our attitudes and behavior in harmony. So that means if you are a smoker, you are experiencing cognitive dissonance because you know it is bad for you, yet you continue to repeat the same action. Cognitive dissonance theory was founded by Leroy Festinger in 1957. And the thing is, most people would think that since it is a theory that they relatively know nothing about, that doesn't impact their daily life as much. That's the thing. Cognitive dissonance theory is applicable to any person of any age at any point in time. You have already experienced an insane amount of cognitive dissonance that you just don't know about yet. So, if you were a kid and your parents say they were to put a cookie in front of you, and they would say, hey, I'll be back, please do not eat this cookie. But you're really, really hungry. You have a decision to make. Either you eat the cookie, you feel good in the moment, but you know you're going to get in trouble for eating the cookie, or you hold off, you stay hungry for a little bit, but you do not get in trouble. That decision that you have to make is creating a bunch of dissonance. When you are a kid and you experience a ton of cognitive dissonance, the most regular thing for a little kid to do is to pitch a fit. Dissonance is what sets off the temper tantrums. See, it's all around us, and the more we look into this, the more we begin to see an everlasting pattern of cognitive dissonance affecting our decision making. So, you had a cookie. You ate it, your parents get mad, you throw a fit. You want to eat the cookie, but you can't. Your parents don't get mad at you. You end up not throwing the fit. And it isn't just any age that it happens to. It happens to any gender as well. So, regardless, man or woman, if you are a woman and say you had to take care of your kids, but all of your friends are going out to the bars tonight, you would have a decision to make. Either you could hire someone to take care of your kids get taken care of, you spend a little bit more money, but you get to go out to the bars. That's a lot of money coming out of your pocket. Or you could stay home, stay with your kids, but you miss out on the fun time that would be going to the bar with your friends. That creates a bunch of dissonance. And it doesn't even have to be you that has to make the decision. If someone in your friend group is going out to the bar, and say you went out to the bar with them that night, and they're making an absolute fool of themselves, by you being associated to them, your belief is you shouldn't be making a fool out of yourself. Your friend thinks differently. You being associated with your friend is going to create a ton of dissonance on your end, regardless if they think it's you or not. I had to switch rooms because I had to leave that one because my parents were on a call, so I apologize for the change of scenery. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, how do I recognize this dissonance and how do I affect it and manipulate it so I can make the better decision for me? So, say that I'm in a fight with my sister. Her name's Isabel, by the way. I miss her a lot. Anyways, that's besides the point. Now, say I'm in a fight with my sister and I have a pencil near me and she makes me very angry. Now, I could release some anger by throwing the pencil at her, but that would therefore harm my relationship with my sister. So, I hold back, I don't throw the pencil, a ton of bad things that could go on wrong don't even happen at all. And I don't do that. See, all it takes is just to be conscious of when the dissonance is occurring. When you are conscious of when the dissonance is occurring, you can then suppress it or make it so there's a lot more harmony going on in your brain. Because when your brain is not in harmony, when it's out of sync, people lash out. They do weird things. But as Festinger said, when the brain is in harmony, better decisions are made. When the brain is out of harmony, horrible decisions are made. If you stay conscious of when the dissonance is occurring, then you will have a lot better decision-making skills, and that will give you a lot more to benefit from in the future. Now, of course, not everyone is going to be responsible for every single piece of cognitive dissonance that they encounter. It could also be from friends, as I touched on earlier in the video. What Festinger said is when you start to limit the cognitive dissonance, your life will be a lot smoother. You won't have as much anxiety or stress built up. It's going to be a lot better for you in the long run. the thing that is unique about this, as I said earlier in the video, is that it's not just a theory that applies to the highest scholars or you really have to research to even have it impact your life. Cognitive dissonance theory is different. It doesn't just apply to certain select groups of people, and it doesn't discriminate. Cognitive dissonance theory is applicable to any person at any place, at any age, at any single point in time. And when we start to realize and start to get on top of things when the dissonance occurs and start to calm ourselves down, then our decision making as a whole society will improve and we will reach heights that have never been touched before. Okay, that was the end of my video. I just want to thank Don for teaching us, especially during this very tough time. And I want to thank all of you guys for giving me companionship and somehow keeping me company through all this, even if it was just on a few discussion posts a day. I hope you guys all have a great holidays, and I hope you guys are all in great health. Thank you.